My name is Jeannette Roark, and I'm a project engineer at Kiewit Infrastructure. So I came into the business, I come from a background of engineers in the family, so once I saw what opportunity and doors it had opened for them in school, I decided to explore. I did quite a few internships throughout my years at college, and the last one was with Kiewit. And that one was the one that really drove my decision of going into the infrastructure, just being a part of like large-scale projects, universal projects that have impacts on everyday life, whether it's statewide, nationwide. It was really cool to be a part of something, take a step back, and be able to tell people, hey, I built that. I think a lot of times they often basically offer you design path or construction path, especially at least in the civil industry. And so when I was given the opportunity to explore more so of what those two meant, I realized that I really wanted to be outside, hands-on, being a part of a bigger scale and more camaraderie of people surrounding and exposure to different types of projects too. I didn't want to focus on one thing and be stuck with that career path for day in and day out tasks that are always going to be the same, I guess. So I don't think that you get that with design either, so I think that offers you multiple opportunity, but I definitely am an outside kind of person, so having the ability to explore those options and really take that path forward, it hit home for me when I was able to have that internship and really get the hands-on experience of what it's like to build things. So I can't say that I haven't worked on a really cool project. I mean, everything has been so different. I've gotten exposure to the natural gas world, so I think that might have been the coolest job that I've been a part of. It was the largest one, and it was the first natural gas plant for an export facility in the U.S. So to be able to talk to that and be a part of that, it was a $4 billion+ job, and it was just, you met so many people, so many different districts in our company came together, so a lot of different exposure to what I wouldn't be able to on maybe a smaller scale job. But to be able to be a part of that and see it through from almost start to finish was probably one of the cooler experiences I've ever had. For me, the camaraderie in this industry is fantastic. The people that I've met, they hold a ton of knowledge. You can learn so much, and it's also in the fact I've met some of the closest friends in this industry. We have a lot of common in that aspect. But as far as being a woman in this industry, I've had nothing but people supporting me and believing in my career when I'm open about what I want to do with my career. So a couple of years into my career, one of my managers had told me the best thing you can make is a mistake. You don't learn anything from being perfect. And I think just growing up as a perfectionist, I was very much task-oriented, focused on getting everything right. And it made it very difficult to fathom whenever I had made any mistake. And I really learned at that point moving forward that any mistake that I had made in my career was actually a learning opportunity. And so taking that knowledge and understanding, okay, it's okay to make mistakes, and then what do you learn from it? And taking that knowledge and moving forward. And I think that was the biggest piece of advice that has stuck with me for quite a bit of time is that it's hard not to be a perfectionist and want everything to be perfect. And so when you do make the mistake, it's very easy to actually learn from it and grow even further than you would as if you were to try and perfect everything that you do in a day-to-day situation. I would say defy convention. I think that's my biggest piece of advice, is that don't let any societal or industry standards set you from not wanting to follow whatever path you want to be on. If you want to go for a certain career path, absorb yourself in all the resources and networking that you can throughout all of the educational years and really take it to what you want to do. The opportunity is truly endless.